A bizarre atmospheric shift is now unfolding across the United States, and it could unleash everything from violent hailstorms to flooding rain, surprise tornadoes, and sudden temperature crashes over the next 2 weeks. While the pattern may look quieter on the surface, meteorologists are warning that this setup is dangerously deceptive. One sudden shift in the jet stream could instantly reignite explosive severe weather across the nation. And with June approaching fast, the atmosphere may already be loading the gun for the next major outbreak. Right now, the jet stream is twisting into one of the strangest late May patterns we've seen in years. A sharp dip over the Midwest is triggering scattered, severe storms capable of tornadoes, destructive hail, and damaging winds, while another massive trough over the deep south is pulling tropical moisture out of the Gulf and Pacific like a fire hose. The result? Widespread thunderstorms stretching from Texas to the East Coast, with lightning, torrential rain, and isolated severe storms erupting across multiple states. The last few days may have seemed active, but experts say this has only been the calm before the chaos. Most of the storms so far have been scattered and disorganized, but that could change quickly. As we head into Memorial Day and the final days of May, the atmosphere is expected to become increasingly unstable. Massive upper-level lows spinning along the west coast could begin ejecting energy into the plains, setting the stage for unpredictable, mesoscale, severe weather events, the kind that can suddenly explode with little warning and produce intense hail, tornadoes, and destructive wind damage. Even more concerning, a giant low-pressure system is forecast to stall near California and Oregon for several days. While it may not trigger a nationwide outbreak immediately, it will pump moisture and instability into the western and central U.S. If that system drifts even slightly farther east, meteorologists warn that the high plains could see a dangerous resurgence of severe weather before June begins. Despite the temporary cooldown expected across parts of the Midwest, Great Lakes, and Northeast, the severe weather threat is far from over. In fact, this type of pattern can sometimes be even more dangerous because storms become less predictable and more isolated, making them harder to forecast in advance. For Memorial Day weekend, nearly the entire eastern half of the country faces at least a thunderstorm threat. While widespread tornado outbreaks are not expected at this time, scattered storms could rapidly intensify with damaging winds, frequent lightning, large hail, and isolated tornadoes. Areas from the Texas Panhandle through Nebraska, Iowa, and parts of the Minnesota region are under close watch for storms capable of producing very large hailstones and isolated tornadoes during the evening hours. Forecasters are especially monitoring parts of West Texas early next week, where strengthening wind shear and increasing Gulf moisture could create conditions favorable for rotating supercells. Meanwhile, Florida and the Southeast are diving headfirst back into the summer storm season, with daily thunderstorm outbreaks likely for the foreseeable future. Heavy rain is also becoming a major concern. Over the next 7 days, widespread rainfall totals of 1 to 3 inches are expected from Houston to Miami and northward through Atlanta and the Mid-Atlantic. While this could help drought conditions in some regions, localized flash flooding may become a growing threat if storms repeatedly move over the same areas. By late next week, a powerful high-pressure system is expected to surge southward from Canada, bringing unusually cool air into portions of the Midwest and Northeast. That could temporarily suppress storm activity, but meteorologists stress this quieter pattern may not last long. Long-range models are already hinting that the atmosphere could reload again heading into early June. In other words, the weather may seem calmer now, but the atmosphere is showing signs that another explosive shift could be just around the corner.